Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to tackle some numerical analysis problems where we look at some approximations, like we try to approximate derivatives using Python. So in some previous videos I've done these questions, and what we want to try to do is to look at the same similar questions, but we take a different approach. In this case we go the Python approach, and in this video the question that I'm focusing on is question 2, which we did, and I have these solutions right here, where we're going to make we're going to make some comparisons between the solutions we are going to have in Python as well as these solutions that we have here. So these are the same solutions that are in the video that we made previously. You can check out the link in the description. um, yeah, so that's the question that we are going to use, and just a reminder, our function is f of x is equals to x to the power 3 multiplied by e to the power x to the power 2 minus sine x. Okay, so let's get to our Visual Studio Code, which I've already opened on my computer. So if you observe, the theme that I'm using is white. I'm using white for easy visibility. Okay, so another thing that I'm going to do is just to increase the font. So what you do is that in Visual Studio Code, to increase the font, like the shortcut, just press and hold Control on your keyboard, then you press your plus, and I'll press it again. The minus is for reducing the font. The plus is for increasing the font, but that is together with like when you press and hold the control key. Okay, so let's begin this and see how it's going to go. So we'll first of all write this. You're going to import NumPy. Okay, we are going to import it as NP. So NP is just a short term for NumPy. Okay, so this gives me something like this just give me shorter and cleaner codes. Okay, so in place of NumPy, I'm just going to be using NP, and what this simply means is that all functions and attributes, they're going to be accessed via NP instead of NumPy. I'll not need to write NumPy anywhere, but I'm going to use NP. Okay, then you're just going to enter there to go to our second line of code. I'm going to define our function now. We say to define our function def, then it's our f of x. You put in those parentheses, it's your x, then you use full colons there, enter. Okay, so we already have our we already indented here. Okay, so we are going to do just enter return, return space, open brackets or parentheses, then I'm going to put x, but that x, remember, in the function x is raised to the power 3. So if I put x star 3, what this means in Python is that it's 3 times x, or x times 3, but it's x to the power 3. So what you do is that you put another star there to indicate, to say like x is raised to the power 3. Then you put space, now you multiply by e. Okay, our e is our exponential. So what you do is that you just put np dot exp, then open brackets there. You're going to put that exponential is raised to the power x. Okay, which we have already put, but again that x is raised to the power 2. So that would be, we put 2 stars, then we put 2. Okay, like that, then space minus our function sine x. So that would be np dot sine, in the brackets we put x, like that. Then I can enter like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is to indicate the value that I'm trying to approximate. Remember, we're trying to approximate x naught, which is equals to 2.19. That is from the question. That's the value that we are trying to approximate. Then the h values that we are given, I'm just going to say h lower dash, I'm going to say h values because there are two values of h that we are using. Okay, h values is equals to, I'm going to use these square brackets. So one value of h is 0.1, comma, another one which is 0.01, like that. So those are the values of h that we are going to be using. So let's now get to writing the formulas. Remember, you're using the central difference formula as well as the 3-point formula. So we are going to say, I'm going to put a comment here. So this part is for the central difference formula. Okay, central difference formula. I'll enter like that. So what I want is to print, okay, I want to print in these parentheses. I'm going to put central difference, okay, but remember to put your quotation marks. We are trying to print central difference, central difference formula, or results. Did you say formula or results? Let's just say results. Okay, we say results, and I'll use 4 colons there like that. Okay, now leave it there. Then I'm going to say for h in h lower dash values, in h values, then I'm going to put 4 colons. I'm going to enter, the indentation is already there. Then I'm going to put df, okay, lower dash central. We are looking at the central point, so it's like I want to try to write the formula, okay, like the central difference rather. This is equals to, so the formula for central difference is, we are going to have our f of, okay, is x naught, okay, x naught plus h. We close there like that. Then what else is that? Minus, we are supposed to subtract. We subtract f, we open the parentheses. Now it's x naught, is x naught minus h. That's a formula that we use, but everything here, this whole thing is divided by, I can just put some space. I just say divide by 2h, okay, 2 times, remember this star is for times h, we just put h there like that, then you enter. Okay, then what else? So what we want to do is, now we are going to say print, we are going to print this, what am I going to do here? So let me do f. We're going to print our f, then we put the quotation marks. So inside the quotation marks, we're going to say h now is equals to, then we put those curly brackets, we put h, then we put 4 colons here like that, then that would be f prime like that, f prime open brackets or parentheses. We are trying to approximate 2.19. okay, then after those, what do we do? I see within the quotation marks we put equals, that is equals to, we put our curly brackets there, then we put df dash central, which is what I showed right here, which is this one here. That's where that is going to come from. Okay, hope we haven't left anything out. There are no errors anyway, so everything seems to be okay. So now let's go to another formula, which is the 3-point. I'll just say 3-point 3-point formulas, 3-point endpoint formulas, endpoint formulas. Okay, formulas or formula, just like that. So what we are going to do here is a similar thing that we have done on the previous one, but we're just going to write it a bit different. Okay, but of course we're going to start with print. Okay, print, we open our parentheses. So inside our parentheses, we're going to put the quotation marks. Then I'm going to put this backward slash, or I don't know how you call it, but yeah, then we put n. Then here, immediately after this, I'm going to put, let me just copy and paste this. I'll say copy, then I'm going to paste it here, there like that. 3-point endpoint formula, but let me just edit this part and put results instead, just like I did on the previous one. results, then full colons, and we have it there like that. So now what do we do next? We are going to say for h, okay, for h in our h values, okay, which is that one, we put full colons, we enter, we already have the indentation there, then we put df, then here we put endpoint, just endpoint or anything related to endpoint that you can put, then we put equals, we are going to open our parentheses like that. Remember the formula for 3-point endpoint formula, it starts with minus 3, so it would be like minus 3. This 3 is multiplied by f of x naught. Okay, so we're going to say this is multiplying, we put a star f of our x naught like that. Okay, then we put space, that will be plus, then we have a 4 that is multiplying f of x naught plus h. Okay, like that. Then what else do we have? We have a minus, just f of x naught plus 2h. So it's basically 2 times h. So don't just say 2h, that would be wrong. Actually, if I just say 2h like this, I'm going to have errors. So it's 2 times h like that. Okay, so what else? Everything now, everything is divided by everything is divided by 2 times h like that. Okay, so the last part, well, let me use brackets here, okay, or parentheses. I'm going to say 2 times h. Let me also do the same here. Okay, like that. Okay, looks cleaner this way. Okay, so now on the last part, we're just going to write print, open our parentheses, that will be f, then we open our quotation marks. So we're going to say h equals to our curly brackets there, then that will be h, then we're going to close them with full colons, then we're going to have our f prime, then open parentheses 2.19, that's what we're trying to approximate. So this is equals to this is going to be equals to curly brackets there, then that would be df endpoint, which is this one right here. Okay, and that's basically all the lines of code that we need. So by the way, for this part, this equal sign is supposed to be more like an approximation. So yeah, but I'll just leave it like that. So I'll just try to save everything that I have, or just run it the way it is and see what we're going to end up with. Okay. Right, so after running it, this is what I have. These are the results that I have from those lines of code that I have. So from these lines of code that we have written here, these are results that we have. For central difference, when h is 0.1, our approximated value is 7774.5805, like just this value that you're able to see. And if we go back to these solutions right here, okay, if we go back to these solutions, it's this value that you have right here, this value that you have right here. If we go back to, if we try to check when h is equals to 0.01, it's 7314, which is let me check, which is basically this value here, 7314.99, something like that. For 3 point, we have 5782.9. Then you have the other one, which is 7300, and those are the similar values that we have after having done this in Python. And these are the ones right here, 5782, 7300, and the like. So this is how we get to approximate our derivatives in Python. So these are the lines of code that we needed to write for us to end up with those solutions. So you can do the similar thing with other functions as well. So that will be all in this video. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.